Cultural roots of wellness wisdom. In an age where modern health trends often overshadow traditional practices, the concept of wellness is being re-examined through historical lenses. The Ambrosia Initiative, a movement dedicated to exploring holistic well-being across cultures, has sparked renewed interest in ancestral wisdom that shaped societies long before scientific advancements defined health. This exploration reveals how ancient philosophies continue to influence contemporary approaches to physical, mental, and spiritual balance. The roots of wellness are deeply embedded in cultural narratives passed down through generations. From Ayurveda's elemental alignment to indigenous healing rituals, these traditions offer frameworks that resonate beyond their origins. By understanding these foundational perspectives, we gain insight into sustainable, culturally rooted methods of nurturing mind-body harmony today. Historical foundations of holistic health principles have existed since humanity's earliest civilizations. Ancient Sumerians believed illness stemmed from imbalances between celestial forces and human energy fields, while Egyptian physicians prescribed treatments based on natural elements and spiritual purification. These early understandings laid groundwork for later medical systems emphasizing interconnectedness over isolated symptoms. Evidence suggests prehistoric tribes used plant-based remedies guided by observational knowledge rather than laboratory testing. Shamans and healers documented effects of herbs like willow bark, the precursor to aspirin, and echinacea long before pharmacology formalized such discoveries. Their empirical approach formed the basis for many modern herbal medicines still practiced globally. Key examples include Sanskrit texts. Charaka Samhita describes preventative medicine through diet and lifestyle choices centuries ahead of its time. Taoist philosophy emphasizes qi flow as central to vitality, influencing martial arts and acupuncture techniques. Native American traditions utilize sweat lodges and sacred ceremonies to align body rhythms with nature cycles. This cross-cultural pattern indicates universal recognition of interdependence between environment, behavior, and well-being. Traditional healers understood stress responses long before cortisol was identified, treating anxiety through ritual dances and communal storytelling. Many ancient societies integrated daily routines that promoted longevity. Japanese tea ceremonies combined mindfulness with cardiovascular benefits, while Roman baths incorporated mineral therapy with social interaction. These practices demonstrate how wellness could be both functional and ceremonial at once. Ancestral practices across continents. Different regions developed distinct yet parallel wellness traditions reflecting local environments and belief systems. In the Andes Mountains, Quechua communities preserved medicinal knowledge through oral histories detailing uses of coca leaves and maca root for altitude adaptation. Similarly, Polynesian navigators maintained physical resilience through seawater immersion and fermented fish diets essential for ocean voyages. West African griots carried health wisdom within folk tales, teaching children about seasonal food rotations and digestive tract care through poetic recitations. This ensured generational transmission without written records, showcasing innovative memory preservation strategies tied to wellness education. Notable regional variations include Middle Eastern aromatherapy. Frankincense and myrrh were used medicinally alongside religious rites. Scandinavian hygge embraces warmth and connection as vital components of emotional recovery. Baltic sauna culture combines heat therapy with introspective meditation for detoxification. These diverse expressions highlight how geography shapes wellness priorities. Coastal populations emphasized seafood-rich diets and maritime exercise, whereas desert dwellers focused on hydration rituals and sun protection. Such adaptations reveal deep ecological intelligence encoded in ancestral practices. Some indigenous groups maintain complex dietary calendars aligned with lunar phases. Amazonian shamans track planetary movements when harvesting ayahuasca vine, believing cosmic alignments enhance therapeutic potency. This syncretism of astronomy and biology demonstrates sophisticated environmental awareness. Philosophical underpinnings of wellness traditions. Behind every wellness practice lies a philosophical framework shaping its application. Hindu Dharma teachings link personal conduct to karmic consequences, promoting ethical living as fundamental to health. Buddhist mindfulness cultivates present-moment awareness to alleviate suffering, forming the core principle behind modern meditation therapies. Confucian ideals emphasized harmonious relationships as crucial to societal well-being, recognizing that interpersonal dynamics impact individual health outcomes. Taoist yin-yang theory provided a dualistic model for balancing opposing forces within the body, influencing everything from sleep patterns to work-rest cycles. Major schools of thought include Kabbalah. Jewish mysticism connects soul development with physical rejuvenation through prayer and intention. Tao Te Ching. Chinese classic advocates effortless action, Wu Wei, to achieve optimal life flow. Greek humoral theory. Hippocratic doctrine categorized 4 bodily fluids determining temperament and susceptibility to disease. These worldviews created structured approaches to self-care that transcended mere symptom treatment. Greek philosophers like Aristotle stressed eudaimonia, flourishing through virtuous activity, which parallels current positive psychology research showing character strengths boost immunity. Many ancient systems recognized the mind-body connection explicitly. Tibetan Buddhism developed visualization techniques for pain management, predating biofeedback technology. Norse sagas described warriors using rhythmic chanting during battle to regulate adrenaline levels, revealing primitive forms of performance enhancement. Modern revival of ancestral healing methods. Contemporary wellness seekers increasingly turn to ancient practices validated by science. Yoga, originating from Vedic texts, now incorporates neuroplasticity research explaining its cognitive benefits. Acupuncture points mapped by Chinese doctors correspond precisely with nerve clusters studied in Western anatomy, demonstrating converging truths across methodologies. Functional medicine practitioners integrate traditional diagnostics with genomic analysis, acknowledging that chronic illnesses often result from disrupted biological rhythms first identified by indigenous healers. For example, circadian misalignment linked to modern shift work mirrors ancient warnings against sleeping during daylight hours. Current applications showcase synergy between old and new. Sleep hygiene aligns with Ayurvedic Dinacharya schedules that optimize digestion and metabolism. Plant-based nutrition reflects nutritional anthropology findings about hunter-gatherer diets improving metabolic markers. Energy healing modalities reinterpret chakra systems through electromagnetic field studies in quantum physics. This revival isn't merely nostalgic but represents informed integration of time-tested knowledge. Researchers studying traditional Chinese medicine have identified active compounds in ginseng and turmeric that modulate inflammation pathways similar to pharmaceutical drugs. Wearable technology now tracks biometrics previously monitored through pulse diagnosis in TCM. Smartwatches measure heart rate variability akin to Ayurvedic prana assessment, proving that ancient diagnostic tools had remarkable accuracy despite lacking digital instrumentation. Cross-cultural exchange enriching wellness knowledge. Globalization has facilitated unprecedented exchange of wellness ideas, creating hybrid practices that transcend borders. Campo medicine from Japan blends classical Chinese formulas with modern pharmacology, producing standardized herbal preparations approved by regulatory agencies worldwide. Meanwhile, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu integrates Zen concentration techniques with martial artistry originally cultivated in monasteries. Traditional Arab medicine contributed distillation processes refined by European alchemists, ultimately leading to modern pharmacy sciences. Persian scholars translated Indian mathematical treatises that influenced Islamic Golden Age medical texts, illustrating how intellectual exchanges enriched global health paradigms. Significant cross-pollination includes herbal compendiums. Unani Tib system synthesized Greek, Roman, and Indian botanical knowledge. Medical illustration. Arabic anatomical drawings preserved Greco-Roman works until Renaissance rediscovery. Public health models. Ottoman sanitation regulations inspired modern urban infrastructure design. Such collaborations prove that wellness innovations thrive on diversity. Modern integrative clinics combine naturopathic approaches with conventional treatments, mirroring historical precedents of pluralistic healthcare systems that valued multiple expert opinions. Clinicians now recognize the value of ethnobotanical research uncovering novel therapeutics from rainforest plants. Medicinal properties of curare. used by South American tribes for hunting, led to breakthroughs in muscle relaxants for surgery, demonstrating the enduring relevance of indigenous pharmacopoeias. Challenges in preserving cultural wellness legacies. Rapid globalization threatens the survival of many traditional wellness practices. Urbanization displaces communities relying on land-based healing methods, while commercialization dilutes authentic knowledge into mass-market products. Ethnographic studies show that younger generations often adopt superficial aspects of ancestral traditions without understanding deeper philosophical contexts. Biopiracy controversies arise when corporations patent traditional remedies without compensating source communities. Intellectual property laws frequently fail to protect indigenous knowledge systems, enabling exploitation of ancient wisdom for profit. This raises ethical questions about who owns the rights to millennia-old healing traditions. Potential solutions involve cultural sovereignty agreements, legal frameworks ensuring equitable benefit sharing from traditional knowledge utilization, community-led documentation projects, collaborative efforts preserving oral histories and practical skills, interdisciplinary academic programs, training researchers to study wellness traditions through both scientific and anthropological lenses. Efforts must also address language barriers preventing accurate transmission of wellness knowledge. Many healing practices rely on nuanced terminology that loses meaning through translation, requiring immersive apprenticeship models instead of textbook instruction alone. Climate change further endangers biodiversity critical to certain traditional medicines. Rising temperatures threaten habitats of rare medicinal plants, disrupting ecosystems upon which some healing practices depend. Conservation initiatives must prioritize protecting not only species but also the cultural significance attached to them. Building sustainable wellness futures. To ensure continuity of wellness traditions, sustainable development must incorporate cultural preservation. Ecotourism ventures can support indigenous healers while educating visitors about traditional practices. Digital archiving preserves endangered knowledge systems through virtual platforms accessible to future generations. Education reform is crucial for transmitting wellness wisdom effectively. Schools could integrate history of medicine courses tracing evolution from tribal remedies to modern healthcare. Medical training programs might require modules on global healing traditions to foster cultural competence among professionals. Viable strategies include intergenerational mentorship programs, pair elders with youth for hands-on learning experiences, cross-disciplinary research centers. Foster collaboration between scientists, historians, and practitioners. Policy advocacy. Push for legal protections. Recognizing traditional knowledge as intangible heritage. Technology offers promising avenues for preservation. Virtual reality simulations allow users to experience ancient healing rituals safely, while AI algorithms analyze vast datasets of traditional practices to identify patterns missed by conventional research methods. Ultimately, sustaining wellness legacies requires respecting their complexity rather than reducing them to commodified products. True preservation involves honoring the lived experiences and contextual knowledge that give these traditions depth and effectiveness. Conclusion. The journey through cultural wellness traditions reveals profound connections between past and present health practices. From Ayurvedic doshas to Native American sweat lodges, these ancestral systems provide timeless guidance for achieving balance in modern lives. Recognizing their value enriches our understanding of what constitutes true wellness. To honor these legacies, individuals can begin integrating simple traditional practices into daily routines. Whether adopting mindful breathing techniques, experimenting with whole food diets, or participating in community-based healing circles, small steps contribute to a broader cultural revival. Let us carry forward this wisdom with respect and responsibility.